Wow, this mod has added a couple of really interesting biomes. I don't think even my angels are going to survive in an environment where it is always horrible. Um, tar pits, that's also new. Super organism. Yeah. Let's select a random site. Desert is boring. Temperate forest is boring. Now, if angels were to land, where would they land? Probably in some idyllic meadow somewhere. Right? We'll call it the Garden of Eden. Like there. Idyllic meadows. Didn't know that was actually a thing, but it apparently is. Are these people nice? Somewhat. Okay, fine. Of course, it's got polluted tiles. Every 109 days. That'll be fine. Um, well, let's make a nice, simple religion for them to follow. These are angels, so they're going to be super nice. Um, angels with a dark cult kind of religion. That is a nice, yeah, that is something that I'm going to do. This is going to be a forbidden text, dark pacts, and proper initiation kind of religion. Behind closed doors, of course. Now the angels have fallen from the sky, so what is their main meme going to be? Sadistic angels. No, they're engineered to be nice. They want massive armor. Uh-huh, 3 liters. Let's make it an exalted priesthood. That looks like a nice angel symbol. Of course, charity is absolutely essential in this religion because it's angels. Hmm. Yep, they require a hospital. What does this mean? I like that one. These are angel city builders. Okay, angels are definitely going to be having slaves because angels can't do all the work themselves. And men are also supposed to be wearing a shirt, just like the women. Yeah, angels won't do that. You know what? I need to grab a drink of water. Otherwise, I'm going to fall asleep. Where were we? Ah, yes. I don't know what ocular trees are. We'll see. Yeah, my angels don't want people to think differently than them because everybody else, of course, is not following the great faith, which is about the priest. Also, they only got to have sex if they're married. Research speed normal. Take it slow this playthrough because it's angels. They don't want speed. Let's not make them want to die. They enjoy dumb labor. People don't care about tainted apparel. They don't care about tattered apparel. I mean, it's all gonna be fine. And they're gonna be in high spirits because they're living with angels. What is this? Yep. All right. Now, yeah, I think we can call our leader the secretive Pope. And he hides behind a mask because that is what secretive people do. And then we have a moral guide, and we shall call him or her the voice of the angels. There we go. So the Dance of Angels is maybe going to recruit them somebody, and they can do that whenever. Oh dear, there are many different kinds of things that we can do now, apparently. Sky burial. Tantrum ritual. What is a tantrum ritual? Okay, that's like a purge. I don't want to purge. Let's see. Different kinds of funerals. Sky Lantern Festival. Yep. And nearby factions will see the Sky Lanterns and become happier. And we can do that anytime. And we'll call it um, the Festival of Lights. Any other ritual? What is a sky burial? Nah. Nutrient paste funeral. Okay, that is actually really funny, but I'm not doing that. No, okay, so they have secret burial rites, they have a Sky Lantern Festival, and they have a dance party thing. Now, angels, church, so pews, definitely, and they're gonna have a large altar that we will call the altar of elevation. The secret shape. Now, this is not something. There we go. Okay, so the holy sword of the flaming sword of the original angel. Archangel, would that fit? All right, good. And that means that we can call our secretive pope the Archangel, obviously. There. Any more relics? Yep. We'll call this the Cube of Truth. And one more just so we can find them out there. Chalice of Divinity. All right, nothing else in there. All the hair is allowed. And the tattoos are all allowed as well. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to start off with 3 angels, which we will prepare carefully. Now I recently created an angel phenotype, which I am now going to roll. Adult. I wonder what a baby angel looks like. That's so cute. Okay. So adult angel, randomize, another adult angel, randomize, and another adult angel, not a baby, but an adult, randomize. There we go. Now, these are going to be that's genetic. I am going to make them survivable, so they're going to be relatively young, all of them, young angels, though they are chronologically much older, of course. They are also, they actually do have to be able to do everything. This was a blessed child and an exiled researcher. Great. Now let's see if we can randomize their skills a bit. And we're going to want to make one of them they have to have good hairdos, of course. There we go. There. Now, angels have body types that are standard. Average. There we go. They're all average. And they should all have different skin colors. So let's change her a little bit to, yep, now we have 3 different skin colors. That's nice. They're all, she's a bit young. So they're all, hey, that actually changed the shape. Oop. All right, so they're all adults, of course, but they're all still in relatively young and fit age groups. They all grew up as blessed children, and then they became something else. Let's make it an aromatherapist. And in adulthood, this fat-grown soldier was also a blessed child, and we'll give this blessed child some title later. Um, okay, now I'm going to start the angels off with 10 of everything, and I'm going to give them all different jobs that complement each other a little bit. So they're not gods, they're not super all-powerful or anything, the way that I usually create my starting characters. But now I just want to see what a bunch of very average characters do when I jump them into a Rimworld. And they have angel wings and genetically engineeredness. And I'm going to breed out the negative traits before I unleash them. And one of them is going to have to be male so we can have angel babies as well. An undergrounder angel, that makes no sense. Also, heart blockage is not an issue, not a thing. Okay, Verity, bloodlust and bloodlusty angel sounds good. Okay, now let's see. They all enjoy violence. Now let's see. I think Luxembourg is likes building and mining. Verity likes cooking and plants. Dumbo needs a different name. Let's randomize that name. How about we turn this one into the dude anyway? There we go. And we'll give them angel names in a second. Let's see. Verity's plants. Luxembourg is construction, mining, and crafting. Hello, Arian. I'm good. How are you today? Plants. That means that Adrian is all going to be about medical and animals and social. Good to hear that you're good. Life is better when you're good. Oh, all of the angels also enjoy research because angels are smart. There we go. So I figured I'm playing with a new mod. This one is called the Alpha Genes mod, and there's a bunch of alpha mods out there for Rimworld, and I figured I'd install them, and they bring a lot of variety to the game in ideologies, in genetics, in biomes, in lots of different stuff. So we're starting in an idyllic meadow, which is a new biome that comes from one of these mods, and I'm now able to give my characters wings in many different kinds. So I figured I'd genetically engineer them to be kind and beautiful, angelically beautiful, and to be able to glide over everything so they don't get stuck in water or tar pits or stuff, and to regenerate their health as well. So they're Not as superhuman as I would normally make them, but they're also genetically engineered to be super nice. And then I'm going to see if I can generate a colony around them. I have to make sure that none of them have any relationships to people on this world because they're landing in pods and they are from the sky. And I also shouldn't bring too much stuff. But since they're angels, they are going to need something else. They are going to need flaming swords. Yes, I went there. They're not getting any ranged weapons. Should I give them a little bit of armor? Sure. And yeah, exactly, flaming swords. Angels have flaming swords, right? So they don't need drugs. Why would we need a fertilized turtle egg? Sometimes these weird, randomly generated equipment things are just odd. Angels and cats. I don't know. They have wings. Let's not do that. Okay. They also don't need that drug. So they do need. They want to have some silver, some medicine, I guess, some components because even angels need to build stuff. And then agripont spores. You feel like angels are drug addicts? They could be. I'm honestly not sure. I'm definitely not giving an angel an assault rifle when he lands on the world. No, I'm gonna go for flaming swords. Flaming swords with personality. Oops, with personalities. You never know in advance what the personalities are gonna be. Sometimes they're actually really nasty for the people wielding the swords. So we'll see how that goes. All right, that gives us 29,000 points. I figure under 30 is usually a good start. So let's see what happens. Oh, I'd never actually considered this idea. If you can't defend against a threat, make a caravan and run. Huh. All right. Okay. Oh, I've also installed the hospitality mod, which is nice because now people coming to visit are also going to be, oh my God, it literally is the Garden of Eden. What is all this? I have never seen anything so garish in my life. Oh, order must be brought to this heinous place. I feel like I've landed in a giant butterfly field. All these, oh my God, flowery soil. All right, well, luckily there are also some ancient shopping carts. And it looks like there's an ancient temple of horrors down there, so that's good. And some things made of stone. Okay, so I've never played with a biome like this before. It looks like it usually I go for mountain bases, and this obviously is not at all anything like a mountain base. I do hope I can find enough wood to build a house for them. Or I'm going to have to mine really fast. Well, without further ado, let's build it where we landed. Can I chop any of this into wood? Apparently I can. That's good. The giant sunflowers are wood. Let's start with that then. I think we can use some of this as part of our initial structure, or we could even move into that building over there, but we'd probably face an unknown threat, which is usually a problem. So I should establish a few defenses before we do that. Now, where are the flaming swords? And it doesn't say what personality the thing has yet, so I'm just gonna give Abram to doesn't like killing. What is the point of a flaming sword that doesn't like killing? Anyway, that's good. That's exactly the kind of fun story element that this game comes up with. Ursula is going to be the Sword of Luxembourg. And it's a free wielder. I don't know what that trait is. Does not form bonds. Anybody can pick it up and use it. Oh, well, that's nice. So Luxembourg can share her sword with people. Whereas Verity is going to use Death Sender, which is not giving me a warning. It's also a freewheeling. Okay, and a neural cooler. Okay, so that means that if Verity becomes our Psycaster, then that's usually good. Kill Sorrow. Okay. Okay, so Adrian, the Sword of... Yeah, exactly. Only happens in this game. And it doesn't just happen in this game. I've actually encountered the same trait before in these weapons. And funnily enough, often when you attack somebody with a plasma sword, it usually wounds them rather than outright killing them. So that is actually a pretty good thing, because it means that I can still... What is a lithops? It means that I can hopefully not kill too many people using this sword and just basically capture them instead. Alright, let's make a house and then see what I can do with some of the stone from there, but we need shelter first. Cutting down the giant tulips. What are these white ones? Giant mutant hibiscus. And what are lithops? I'm gonna harvest one, see what's inside. Now, I do think building materials are going to be a bit of a thing here, aside from wood. Obviously, I'm used to doing everything with stone, so that's going to be a bit of a switch. Let's make sure everything is allowed. We didn't bring much on this trip. Usually, I go super overpowered because I like colonies where I am basically the master of the universe. Okay, and we should manually prioritize a little bit because we have duties that some people are more suited to. Did I forget to make one male? No, Adrian is male. Okay, that's good. They're also excellent doctors, but... Who's barfing? And what is this? Giant sunflower seeds. Is that food? That's food. Amazing. Okay, have we harvested the giant lithops yet? Gargantuan lithops. Okay, this place is odd. Let's go for a relatively small structure. Let's say 10 by 10. And of course I built it right on top of the stupid shopping carts. So this is going to be the storehouse. where we store basically everything. Oh yeah, we also have toilets and stuff now. Right. I haven't actually looked up what all the toilet stuff is about, so I'm gonna need to take care of stuff like plumbing and things, probably. Okay, so how long can you keep giant sunflower seeds? Can I just harvest these? No, I have to cut them down. 30 days. That's pretty good. In fact, this is gonna give me no problems with food whatsoever. I can just cut down the entire forest of sunflower trees and then that'll make me not hungry for a while. Okay, next order of business. Each of these wonderful new little people needs to have their own little house. So if I make this if I give them each, so it's 5 by 5, if I give them each a 5 by 5 apartment, that's too small. I'm gonna go for pathways that are too wide between each building. And then I'm gonna make them 6 by 6. He said, and did 6 by 7. There. That's it. Oh, of course we need doors. Wooden doors. There we go. Yeah, I can never forget about doors. Doors. If you forget doors, then you have a problem. And in there, of course, we're gonna have nice little apartments with a bed and no cribs yet because we don't have any babies, but side tables. Wait, what's this? We can replant these giant hibiscuses, apparently. There we go. Okay, this is blocking my view, so it's gotta go. Okay, now like any good ideologian, of course, we also need to have a temple ready right away. What did I do? I did that wrong. Which is going to be right across from the storehouse. So that we can have a proper priesthood in place. And we also need a place where we can do some stone cutting. There's going to be proper pathways, definitely. I'm going to make them 2 by 2. Let's harvest these and see what comes out. I still don't know what those things are. It's going to be 2 by 2 pathways everywhere. What is that stuff? Wait, this is steel that comes out of these plants? That is so useful. Okay, so we can harvest steel from plants. Um, we can cut down tulips for wood. I don't know how that comes out of plants, but apparently it grows because we could harvest them. It's like one of these right there. Gargantuan lithops. What is a lithops? Genus of succulent plants, often known as pebble plants or living stones. Genetically modified to actually gather large, small amounts of metal and stone and incorporate them into its structure. That is so funny. It can't be cultivated, so it's a wild plant, and it can be harvested for steel and a stone chunk. That is useful. Good, so I don't have to worry about steel or stone, or steel or stone getting in the way. I can just harvest a bunch of these things, and then they'll give me steel and stone. Right. I do need to cut those stones. Wait. Oh, that might be useful. Finding stuff in this. Wait, what is this? What are these? Is that a bee? Huge insect. Hmm. They're dairy cattle? What do they produce? Milk. Okay, this is going to be excellent. Um, can they be tamed? They can be hunted, but can they be tamed? Clearly, they can be tamed. Okay, I'm gonna be farming giant bees. Let's see. I want female, 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 male, female. All right, good. So they're all in a good age range. That means I should probably start building a little fence of some kind. Not the bees. Not the bees? Why not the bees? The bees are excellent. What other creatures live here? Boomalopes. Oh, good. So apparently, these bees have have if you slaughter them, they have meat that is indistinguishable from beef, which is good. Flamingo phoenix. What on earth is a flamingo phoenix? Flaming phoenix, not a flamingo phoenix. Failed genetic creation. Will erupt in flaming conflagration when it dies, leaving a fire-resistant egg behind. The only way to get rid of a flamingo phoenix is to destroy these eggs before they hatch. Oh. Okay, this is probably the funniest animal I've seen so far. So, okay, it burns when it dies and leaves an egg behind, or sometimes two, which basically makes it indestructible because you kill it, it just comes back as an egg, and then you have to destroy the eggs. Okay. Um, I'm gonna see if I can cook them into a soup of some kind. But for now, let's make some fences like there. Make a nice little pasture for our giant bees. How do you fireproof an egg? I expect by just putting it in water. Except if you're a flamingo phoenix, in which case you'll probably already be fireproof, I think. Now I'm kind of sad that I built this, that I'm gonna make a pathway exactly where these iron and stone giving plants are. I need to chart where all the other ones are. There, it's only 3 of them. Oh, in the meanwhile, none of them are night owls, I think. Okay, and then they should all... I can cut them, I can't replant them. The big white ones, though. Let's see what happens if I cut them. Maybe I can replant them, I don't know. Seem to work with the big white ugly ones. Oh, Adrian Charmed Verity. Such excellent timing now that I've already built you a house. I guess this becomes a visitor's house, and this is going... Oh. I'm not replacing this bed, it's excellent and it has art. Wait, is one of my angels named Lilith Luxembourg? That's just funny. Criminal in the upper part of the image seems to symbolize helplessness. The neoclassical style of the central stage scene clashes with the erotic depiction of the background. See, this is what Rimworld is all about. Amazing art. Also cutting down giant sunflowers. Which reminds me, I need to cut down some more giant sunflowers. And then we should probably find a way to cook these sunflowers into some useful meals. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing for me. But the funny thing about this, the art system, that's totally the developers, right? So they just made it that way. But the modders have a sense of humor too. So almost everything you see right now, all these plants and everything, this is an idyllic meadow, which is a biome that comes from one of the alpha mods. Which, did I just put a regular wooden door in it? Oh, darn it. I'm so stupid sometimes. Chop wood, come on. Cut down these giant flowers. What was I saying? Nah, it can't have been important, I forgot it. Oh, and the litho planty thingies are not replantable apparently. Also, the description said they can't be cultivated, so it's they're there and you use them, or you cut them down and then they disappear. Anyway, Adrian and Verity need a new bedroom, so they are going to get a nice double bed that goes right there. This one is going to be for guests or something, and I can have a nice wooden fence gate over there. See the big white giant mutant hibiscus? What is the point of those? It's very beautiful. Wait, does that mean... Fascinating. These huge hibiscuses make the world prettier. There are 7 points of beauty. That is so idyllic. I could almost barf. Okay. Keep it clean. Yeah, sure. Apparently it's 2 o'clock in the morning and they... Ah, yes, I forgot. These angels are genetically engineered not to need sleep. So these 3 are never going to sleep. But if they can't sleep, how are they going to make babies? Because they only do the whole woohoo thing when they're in bed together usually. Maybe they do it as recreation? Nope, never going to sleep, always work. I am going to assign them a schedule, because right now it says sleep, but they're not sleeping, right? So I can't say go to sleep. So I'm going to eliminate sleep from the schedule. Yep, doesn't even have a sleep line in here at all. Awesome. So they are happy, but recreation deprived. That is something we can take care of. Let's give them something super fun to do, like horseshoes. I mean, every good colony needs a horseshoes pin, right? Now, we've got stone, but do we want it? I'm not sure. Let's make this our dining hall. What kind of power options would we have available here? That's a good question. Let's go with wind power. I'll see at night. Okay, so apparently there are new materials in the game that are part of the alpha biomes, and I have not encountered them yet, so I don't know what all this stuff is about. And then there's hygiene. 65 liters per wash. Okay, does that mean I'm gonna need to... what are their needs when it comes to this? Bladder and height. Oh dear. I'm gonna pause the game now and make sure they have some kind of a bathroom. Yep, we're gonna have a community pooping center. Oh, this is just funny. Okay. Yeah, we need a community pooping center. Let's make it the place where they can go to the bathroom and also have a shower. Let's put it right here. So we're gonna need a structure. How many is this? Is 14? That shouldn't be that big. Let's make it there. So 10 wide. How many? It's too bad the walls are so thick in this game. So that's another 10 by 10. Can I do that? Probably. How big is this anyway? Ten by 9. Alright. So like that. And then we make it like this and remove that one. Why is the door not centered? It's just sad. I'll fix that some other time. Okay, so it's got a door. Now it needs toilet stalls. Let's make it relatively simple. Pumps water from wells to capacity towers. Hey, look, it's a miniature wind turbine. Let's make it primitive latrines for now, and then we can fix that later. So, 1, 2, no. We want them to have some privacy while they're pooping. 1, 2, 3, like that, with walls in between. And I think I just saw stall doors made of wood, I think. Yeah. There. Okay. And I think thirst is enabled. Yeah, I was thinking of sinks too. I just need to figure out if I have some way to run water to them. Because I thought maybe we could do showers here, for example, too. But we need water to them as well. Let's just experiment with this a little bit, see how that works. So they each have they can all shower at the same time now with stall doors like that, and then we have regular wash basins over there. I'm going to do actual toilets as soon as I think I can actually plumb the whole thing, but plumbing for connecting plumbed things. Okay, I can run pipes through the walls of the building clearly, so that's good to know. I'm going to need a water tower apparently, which I can put right next to that building. And then I'm going to need a way to fill that using an electric pump or a wooden wind pump from wells to water towers. Now, whoops, what is that? But can I not just get water from the... I don't think so. Okay, that ought to work. So this is the well, that's the water tower. There's gonna need to be pipes. Nope, no pipes. Okay. And then we have a wooden wind pump that will... How do I connect these though? Should I just... I should have read the manual, I think, but I'm gonna just place it like this and then do something like this. Have a pipe. No, they're all connected to the pipes now. How does that work? Let's just see if that works. And then I need to make sure that that is kept clear. So this is 1, 2, 3 high by 6 or so. Up to about here, to about there. I'm going to make that a nice growing zone. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. And they're going to be growing daylilies, which don't interfere with the wind. And that tells me that I need to move this thing to... Well, I guess I can put the well there. And then I can put the water tower there. And then we have a hygiene building. I just need to find a way to do sewage. So how does that work with the plumbing? Plumbing for connecting plumbed things. Well, this is probably going to be fine. I don't know how it could possibly... Oh, there's another thing that I have incorporated into the genes of these angels. And it is that they are immune to the worst debuff in the game, which is important to me. Okay, so, and then we can also have some proper walkways, I guess. Right, I probably need to do a lot of researching before I can do any of the genetics and biotech stuff. Luckily, I already have my genetically engineered angels to worry about. And they all need to dress without armor. Okay, so bobine number 1 and 2 are now tame. And that means I need to put them in a pen. And that pen is going to be here somewhere. Ta-da! So I'm farming giant bees now. Which are apparently also good caravan animals, produce milk and can be eaten and then sort of taste like cows. They seem like the ideal cattle, but we'll see. As for the animals that are walking around here, what else do I not know yet? Lucifer bug. What is a Lucifer bug? Is that an actual Luciferium producer? Well. Prone to violent detonation if damaged. This detonation releases all the Luciferium, subjecting any nearby creatures to a dangerous drug overdose. Right. I should probably keep away from these bugs. I wonder if they can be tamed, though. Because maybe then I can make a pen where I can house my Luciferium producing bugs and have a good trade in the most addictive but also overpowering drug of the... Somebody just frowned. Right. You know what? I think we should probably start putting together a kitchen. And even though they no longer need it because they're superhuman, I'm gonna give them a table to eat at anyway. Okay, see you in a bit. Yeah, the map is pretty, isn't it, Long Johns? This is a idyllic meadow. Comes from a mod. But I'm also experimenting with a couple of other things, such as plumbing. And it's got giant sunflowers. Gosh, I can't say the word today. I cannot say the word sunflower. Yes, I can. It's got giant sunflowers, which produce giant sunflower seeds, and apparently wood. I wanted a bit more genetic variety, and then I ran into a whole host of these mods, and I was like, hey, this is useful. So I think that these characters can actually perform specific flying thingies with their wings, or they can do a wing jump or a wing long jump or something like that. So the wings are functional. Also let them glide over objects and stuff that gets in the way. Yep. Yeah, this is why I picked the idyllic meadow as a landing spot. I could have also put them in a horrible hellscape of burning things, but I figured it wouldn't fit them much. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning so much this evening. What is a point of a towel rail? Whatever. So this is literally my first experiment with the hygiene mod as well. Just seeing how's that going now. Okay, this is getting water because this thing is turning in the wind, so that's good. Which means these are getting water. Okay. And I think there is probably a debuff or a happiness buff for not bathing. So right now they have prevent the risk of disease. It's important to maintain a good level of sanitation by removing or treating waste and preventing sewage from contaminating water supply. Okay, that's interesting to know. Right. Yep, of course I can't change this until there is a wall. So these are latrines. They're basically pooping into a pit, which they have apparently already pooped in a pit. I guess the angels are not immune from having to poop and pee. But they also need hygiene, and that's why I have the showers. Can I make steel floors yet? And I've given my angels bedrooms, but apparently they don't need them because they don't sleep. So, oh, that's the problem. Not enough wood. Untreated. Oh, okay. So, how do I treat this water then? Um, well, I've given them a specific religion, so here's a list of stuff that they enjoy and don't enjoy. Um, the angels actually are totally into slavery, because that's what angels do, right? They enslave people. But aside from that, they do think that charity is essential. I don't think that they are pacifists. In fact, I have given them flaming swords. Um, plasma swords, to be precise. No ranged weapons, though, just flaming swords. Oh, I forgot something. There. And aside from that, they're, kind of nice people. They want to make buildings. They are going to be providing a hospital, which is very important. Well, yeah, it's useful, but if people start shooting at them, they're still screwed. And unlike my regular thing that I do with my characters, usually I have at least one entirely overpowered character in there, being like the colony leader or my avatar or whatever in the game. I don't have that here, so these angels are just regular baseline angels. Okay, so this is my bobine pit. Yeah, there was another thing. Any other wildlife that I don't know yet? Flamingo phoenixes, I've seen those. The bobines, everything else is regular animals. Okay, that ought to take care of all the stuff that's getting in the way. Can I make a meal out of sunflower seeds? Yes, we can. Good. So we're gonna make sure that we have enough food on the premises at all times, but never too much, because then it's gonna rot away. So let's make sure we have 6 and then pause until we have 3 again. Hey, welcome back. So Arian, the girlfriend situation all cleared up now? Well, it's always gonna have some problems. Trust me, I know. But happy to hear the problems are at least not major anymore. Now, how do we treat this water to make sure that it's clean? That is a really good question, Arian. I have no idea. Wow. Okay, that was funny. I don't see any way to do anything with this. Maybe it's a research thing. Because if that water is tainted somehow, I don't want my colonists to drink it. Saunas. Well. No, I did not hear that. What about the mathematician who was afraid of negative numbers? Arian, you should be a dad. You're telling dad jokes. Swimming pools. Well. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out this whole water filtration thing so my angels don't get sick from drinking bad water. That would be bad, right? If they drank bad water and got sick from it. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? A starfish? Dunno. Sophisticated. Jeez, you guys are on a roll today. Maybe you should add a tag about bad puns in my stream's description. Okay, since we're not using the bedrooms anyway, or maybe only for people who come and live here later, I could convert one of them into a stone cutter. Or not. No, I think the stone cutter should be over here. Can't make it out of steel because I don't have much of that. Well, I guess there's worse way to meet people. Sounds like a romantic story. Want to share? Yep. And since we're playing Rimworld today anyway, which is literally a story generator as touted by the developers, I think we're in the right place for a couple of good stories. I don't have one right now, so somebody please share. Wait, so these bees make cow sounds but with buzzing in the intermixed. That's just weird. And they produce regular milk. Hmm. Okay, so all right, so you were shooting zombies, making dad jokes, and that got you connected. That is honestly one of the better ones I've heard so far. One of the better origin stories of relationships. We should probably go for the cook 4 times. Jeez, Adrian and Verity are already getting married? They must really want to have sex. You both lied to your parents? About how you met, or... Wood is a scarce resource here, so I can't build a wood fire generator. But if I get a bunch of these boomalopes that are hiding somewhere among these flowers, I might be able to use them for fuel. I'm gonna have a big boomalope meadow. College, alright. How did you meet? We met in college, while shooting zombies and making bad jokes. Sure, not that bad. Let's see, how big is this area? 16 by 17. 2, 3, there. 16 by 17. Honestly, I like the Left 4 Dead tale better. Seems much more like the kind of original origin story you see sometimes. What, you mean these gases? This is steam. So I can put a geothermal generator on that if at some point I research those. It's a lot of free and very clean power, which is good. So as for the boomalopes, I'm going to start it off small. See, here they are hiding in the grass. Tame one female. How many males in this group? 3. Oh, that's a different group. I'll tame one male from that group. There we go. It's better if I try not to tame too many of these boomalopes because they tend to attack if they get angered. And if they get angered and they attack and you fight them with a melee weapon and you kill them, then they explode. And boomalopes going boom is kind of a problem if you're literally standing right there. Okay, so Verity is trying to get this one to join us. They had pretty good success with the boomies. No, the drug overdose one is the luciferium bug. Aha. visitors. You know what? They can come in. I'll build them some beds real quick. How many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna need to... what did I do with my... I'm gonna need to build another bed real quick. And rather than building a temple... No, you know what? I'm just gonna put my research thing over here. I think they automatically turn into guests if you use the hospitality mod. Where'd they go? Are they hiding in the grass? Oh, there they are. Because they're a group and they are guests, see? So they can be everywhere unrestricted. There is no specific shopping area. But we are going to entertain them and create friendships. And the same thing goes for all the other... Oh, you mean the beds. We need to turn them into guest beds. Sorry. For guests. There we go. There we go. Good point. Not charging any money yet because my facilities are really just becoming not really there yet. Work on that bed first. Wait, which one is the builder again? Luxembourg. Yeah, good. Just making sure. That reminds me, I need to make sure that I have them play to their strengths. Because if I tell them all to do the same thing, they're all going to do the same thing at the same time, and there won't be any good division of labor. Oh, this also needs to be a guest bed. There. Now, as for that Luciferium bug, I do think it's probably a good idea if I tame that and then just sort of house it inside this stone contraption. Just lock it up in a cage and feed it stuff. I wonder what Luciferium bugs actually eat. Lucifer bugs, sorry. Corpses. See, I can feed it the corpses of my enemies. That sounds good. How about the bees? Do they eat corpses? You never know, might be useful. No, they don't eat corpses. Okay. So the Lucifer bug is very prone to being mean if you try to tame it. No, apparently we have more wild bobines. Well, not a problem. We've got enough of them here. And we don't have any predators. That is useful for a melee character. Shoot frenzy. Wow. These giant sunflowers just pop up all over the place, apparently. That guy must really like the grass to be sleeping on it. To be fair, I hadn't marked a bed for guests before he came in. So that's kind of my fault. Okay, so if we're going to be having if we're going to be having hospitality as a mod and we are going to be allowing people to shop, then that means that we should probably make sure that there are things to buy. Which means we should probably put a couple of cupboards or something in these. I wonder if this is ugly. No, it's not. It's just a bit dirty in here. We don't actually have any items I'm going to part with just yet. Maybe that armor, I don't know if we need it. Oh, honestly, I really don't mind if you drop interesting stuff. If you think it might be a challenge for me, drop it. If you think it might be useful for me, drop it. I always like the randomness factor. Which does remind me. Um, I'm not sure if you guys can start polls. I know I can. So let's see if we can do something interesting. Yeah, I don't have a moderator on right now. My son does that sometimes, but not always. Alright. Well, click the button. You have about a minute to vote to see what event is going to happen. I just picked these because their names sounded funny. In most cases, I don't even know what it means, so. Let's see. Yes, I knew these things. That's good. Now, I think this guy is now taking a cold shower. Yep. You don't see a button just about there. Yikes! Ah, you gave me a golden shower. Which is literally a shower of gold. Why, thank you. I had imagined that to be something a little bit more dirty, but that's good. Thank you. That means I can do royal beds for my guests and my future colonists who do need sleep. I don't think we have our boom lobes yet, right? No. Yeah, there should be two options, store and vote. If you click the thing, you should probably get the votes picture, votes one first, but maybe only if I have a vote running. I'm not sure. Well, I think there's a cooldown, so I can't start another one immediately. I expect you should be able to see the outcome of the previous vote, maybe. What religion are these gentlemen, anyway? Rydelian anonymity. Oh, they want to be anonymous. Well, next one I trigger. Oh good, we have a boomelope. We should probably make this a... Yeah. It's too bad we can't expect it all to be perfect all the time, right? Okay, so we've got food supply, giant bees. We've got fuel supply, boomelopes. Well, one boomelope, but if we get a female in there, then at some point it's going to be a bunch of boomelopes. It's time to start being a little bit more industrious, I think. We have enough wood now, so we can start doing some stone cutting, so we can make some nice floors and paths. How about I just make a building, and I'll call that building the shop. But first we need a temple. Right there. Now I think one of these needs room impressiveness 60. Room area 25 tiles. Okay, well 25 tiles is definitely fine. As for the impressiveness, is probably blank right now. It is dull. Right. So we want to figure out how to make this room more impressive, which we can do by building beautiful things, such as having some braziers in there. Yeah. Like that. And if we do the floors right, they'll also probably be impressive. But if I want to do that, I'm going to need materials for that, because there's no such thing as a beautiful wood floor. Let's see if the impressiveness goes up, just from the altar itself. And otherwise we need pews, because that's the religious seat of choice for this group. Also, this is bothering me, so I'm going to center the doors here. Lots of new kinds of stone in this mod as well. They don't appear in this area though. I'm gonna try a more complicated area soon, I think. Okay, somebody's gonna go pick up stone blocks and work on them. How entertained are these guests? Good hospitality so far. Oh, these are even helping by carrying what? What is that? Oh no, he's just eating. You know, I actually looked up the recipe for pemmican at some point. The food, the meat food that keeps very long. What are these guys doing? Wandering. It's a mash of some stuff, but mostly it is fatty meat. So apparently, if you treat fatty meat and some vegetable substances in a certain way, then it becomes long-term. I wouldn't say non-perishable, but you can keep it for a long time. It becomes good food. Okay, so this mad rat, which has um, normally speaking, I can see stuff through the forest or the trees or whatever is normally in the game. Animals hide in these, except that they seem to be walking on top of these flowers. Hey, what is this? An ancient mechanoid transponder. Okay, this is useful, except after we do some damage, it's going to detonate. We need to attack it with ranged weapons then, which we don't have. So let's leave the mech alone for a bit. Maybe if we have a look at that ancient structure that's in the south somewhere, that might give us a clue about something we could do. But first we need to deal with the rat. How about Luxembourg and Adrian go? Chop that rat to bits. Hey. Ah, really? Okay, now, angels to the rescue. There we go. Okay, now we should probably install a door. It's almost impressive enough. How do we make a temple more impressive? What should we build? Oh, also, we need to plant some cotton, I think. There's always need for cotton. Let's see. Let's have just a small farm over here. Pollen trumpet. cotton. We have hospitality people coming in, so we need drugs to sell. There. And at some point we're going to probably want to brew beer, so we need that, but we also need medicine. Alright, that's what we need. Oh, a drop! Oh, thank you, Long Johns. A heavy submachine gun is exactly what I need. Let's see. They all like to do the shooting, but Verity sounds like somebody who might enjoy using this weapon. So she can equip this as a regular weapon, and then I'll equip the super sword as a sidearm. Yeah. Well, I was thinking of attacking this mechanoid thing, so let's see what happens. Wait, it said incendiary ammunition, right? So there might be a fire. I'm gonna wait until my guests leave, just to make sure everything is gonna be fine. Oh, this needs a lectern, and it also needs some speakers. But then we first need power. How do we generate power in such a primitive society? I'm guessing windmills. We did that recently and it worked pretty well. So power, wind turbine. I could do a miniature nuclear generator, of course. But that, first of all, is a pretty cheaty mod as far as I'm concerned. You know, what am I doing? I could build this here, which is much better, because then it takes into account the fact that I'm already building a farm there to act as a wind release. And I may need to grow some food, just in case. 3 by 3 and another 3 by 3. Let's give it one extra for symmetry, like that. Okay, what do we not have yet? Tinctoria for colors, and rice, just because we can. And of course, I forgot to put the wall back. The most useless, what is the most useless thing in the game? There are so many useless things in the game. Really tough question. Have you encountered anything while I've been playing this that makes you go like, wait, what? Why is this in there? Of course, a lot of the stuff that's in here is modded, so it's not everything you see is necessarily part of the game. Oh, here's a little bug. if the food is not in the a storage place. Yeah, this is a new save. I literally landed these angels at the beginning of the stream today. I'm reading angels. Hi Jeff, by the way. Good evening. I'm reading angels today, who are wonderful and kind and nice and charitable. So they're going to give away all their silver if people need it, and they're going to be super hospitable to all these people who are here as guests, which is part of the hospitality mod. Oh no, this one needs to be, I wouldn't say romanced, but needs to be spoken nicely to a little bit more. Also, what kinds of stone do we have in the direct neighborhood? Limestone, slate. I thought I spotted some marble. Let's make the paths out of slate. Or is that too dark? Nah, limestone, I guess. Or marble. There's apparently enough marble to make some stuff out of. Marble flagstones. How much floor can we make with those 60 or so? Not much, but it's a start. Oh, it's 80. Also, we need a clean kitchen. We need something that is actually a kitchen. That's probably a thing we should work on. Communal kitchen, definitely. This would be a good spot for that. Because this is a storehouse, or maybe we should just build a different storehouse and turn this into the official kitchen and dining area. I'm gonna go for that one. So this is gonna be the storehouse, and it's gonna be pretty big. There's a water tower in the way there. People need to be able to walk around that, so this is gonna be a slightly strangely shaped building. I'll just do that. Okay, so here we are going to keep only the stuff that is for food. Organize it later. I do hope we get our first raiders soon and that we can capture them, because then we can have a slave who can do all the cleaning. Because the angels don't have time for cleaning, of course. They're too busy doing angelic stuff. Luckily, at least I can move the giant sunflowers. Can't do anything about those white ones. I can only cut them. Who's barfing? Ah, you barfing in my kitchen? Really? Yuck. So, Luxembourg, next time, before you eat, after you vomit, first clean up, okay? It is so gross. I always get to this kind of a stage very early on in any playthrough, is that my colonists are all busy. I've given them instructions to do stuff, but now they need to actually get to it. And then they also relax socially. Eh. Whoa, what is that? And drugs. Thank you. Drugs are also always welcome. Let's see. A flame bow, huh? I think Luxembourg seems the type to enjoy using a flame bow. Even though she's obviously very sick. Major food poisoning. And barfing all over the place. Wow. Yeah, sure. Let me set up a poll real quick. So if everybody's gonna get sick from food poisoning, then that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Alright, polls up, 60 seconds. I think. No. Did I? I think it's not doing anything. No, it won't let me do it yet. I don't know why. It's probably because there's usually like a timeout or timer on these things. I don't know what I set it to. We'll see in a bit. Give me a sec though. What are we gonna call this? What do we call the coalition of angels? I mean, it's 3 angels in a wooden town with a bunch of bees that they're farming. What name can we give to that? And it's the faction, right? And then also the village itself. I think we'll call it Angel's Rest. Whereas the faction itself shall be called Angel's Roost. Oh, Angel's Roost is actually a pretty good name for the town. How about we call the faction the Divine Combine? Then we'll see what comes of that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be long-terming this group of people. Cool. But we definitely need more hands in this colony because these damned sunflowers keep popping up all the time and they need to be placed in different spots so they can grow. Not in the middle of my colony. Alright, so I'm going to make this a... I'm going to make him pay for staying here. Now, if I want to attract another colonist, then I need to either wait for one to just randomly appear, or if I can make the altar good enough. But I need power for that. I don't even know about batteries yet. It's time to do some research. And I'm out of steel. Oh, look, that is exactly what I need. See? B over here is probably going to be excellent at cleaning everything and also handling the animals. And she doesn't use drugs. This is good. Wait. 69 years old. Well, she'll be able to work for a while. Let's see if we can tame her. And if she doesn't want to be tamed, and if she starts fighting, we'll just chop her down and see what happens. Oh, and in the meanwhile, Verity and Luxembourg can now use their distance weapons to blow up this thing. And who is our animal person again? Adrian. Good. So the other two are working on this. Alright, let me try this pole thing again. Nope, it seems to not want to work today. Yeah, they actually also have demon wings. It's also a thing that we could use. I don't know how big the blast radius of this thing is, but I'm going to just shoot it from here. God, Luxembourg is really badly sick. I hope no mechanoids come from the sky to wreak vengeance on us or something. Okay, clearly launching arrows at it is doing nothing, at least not flaming arrows. I should probably try and put that fire out, because this is a very, very flammable map. know what? Verity is going to do the shooting up the mech thing, whereas Luxembourg is going to eat something, which is hopefully not going to poison her even more. Where's Adrian? Also sick from food poisoning. Wow. These angels. You'd think angels would be immune to that kind of thing, but no. What happened to the plants I told them to pick up and move? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, yes, it is, Arian. It is Monday tomorrow, and I think I shouldn't be streaming for too late as well. I also have places to go, people to see, and everything tomorrow. Can we arrest her? Oh, no place to put her yet. Well, this indeed is going to take a while. What is that drop? Beer. Yes, my poor, sick people could use some beer. That's good. Thank you for that. Now, in the meanwhile, I'm going to plant these nice and ordered over there. Have a good night, Arian. Wait, what? Did they just murder each other? Oh no, she's just hurt. Great. Now I am going to need a medical bed for a bit. Consuming milk. What is this? Why aren't you just going to eat packaged food? What is wrong with these angels? They're not behaving in an angelic way. Thank you for the herbal medicine. That might make their lives a little bit less horrible. You know, I like this whole interactive drops thing. Okay, so Verity, go and... No, you rest until healed. You go and doctor her. Ah, looked like we still had some regular medicine. Are we out of wood again? We're out of wood again. We need more wood. Yeah, that sounds like they're having a beer. I hope that means they're no longer going to be social fighting. But who knew that Luxembourg would be so nasty if she got food poisoning? Ah, and more food poisoning. Isn't that just terrible? So let's see if we can harvest some more steel and stones. Speed up the game a bit until they're all healed up a little bit more. Adrian isn't starving, he was eating. Alright, something is wrong with the food settings, I think. Let's see. Lavish meals means they can have any meal. Fine meals mean they can have any meal except for lavish meals. Simple meals means they can have any meal that is simple. And also nutrient paste. And slime meals. Wow, absolutely disgusting. And paste means that they can only eat nutrient paste. So, a little bit more clear, I think. Who's the builder? Why is the builder not finishing this? Oh dear. Run, Adrian, run! Okay, now that you're far enough away, run this way. And then we're gonna have to see if... Ah, that's too bad. I thought maybe we'd be able to just wound it a bit. But apparently, if you use a flaming sword to attack a boomalope, which obviously we should have seen coming, then it's going to explode. Oh dear. Stop burning. Beat out the fire. It's a good thing that he has regeneration and not... Ah, great. What an excellent moment for them to attack us. You know what, Adrian? Just let the fire burn and hope that it rains soon. Because if it doesn't, we are going to be in trouble. This map is going to be... Oop, who followed me just now? I'm sorry. Oh, Obsessed Priest. Possessed Priest. That sounds good. Possessed Priest, thank you for the follow. Welcome to my stream. In the meanwhile, Adrian, who is hopefully already recovering from his horrible burns. Yep. He's going to attack Glenn. Glenn is... Is Glenn an angel? Oh my god, Glenn is a fellow angel. And a female angel named Glenn. That is... interesting name. Unless you've seen the rain just came at the most opportune moment to put out that explosion. That's so good. Okay. Wait. Not an angel for long. Well, Glenn here just got her right middle toe burned off, which is sad. But luckily she can't die, so that's good. What was she carrying? Steel knife. That's nice. Okay, we're gonna need a prisoner spot, which we can, I guess, turn one of our guest condos into. We don't actually need this one anymore, so let's make this a prisoner spot. And then we can try and recruit this person, because angels really should stick together. What kind of angel is this anyway? This is a builder angel, who is good at things like building and is actually going to be a pretty good addition to our new colony, as long as we can convert her to our cause. Now let's see how fast her regeneration is. Now, if you've seen the what is that series called again? Or if you've read the books of The Handmaid's Tale, you'll know that there's somebody in that in those books called Of Glen. So I mean, maybe that's kind of Glen we're meeting here. Now I like it when these are all nicely aligned like this. I'm going to replant all the well, as soon as we have some time for that. What kind of gear do you have, prisoner? A t-shirt. Not even pants? Wow. Convert to our religion first. Okay, so the steel plants actually got us enough steel to finish that research bench, which is good. We're going to need it. So now, of course, angels don't need sleep. So Glenn here is going to be awake and already basically healed from the terrible injuries we inflicted. This is nice. Angels are very tough. It is weird that one just came flapping into the zone. I hadn't actually realized that they would exist in the world as well. You know, I've been playing this game with biotech for only very briefly, but I have not actually managed to have a baby being born in my colony yet. Of course, for Adrian and Verity, who seem to have gotten together in this play, taming bee. Oh yeah, we need to tame bee. Also, why is there suddenly food here? That's nice. There's food there. And where was the stuff that what's her name dropped? We're leaving a Persona Monosword out here. That is so terrible. Go equip that. doing, Adrian? Well, I guess that didn't work much. Luxembourg wooed Adrian by implying good things about her own facial hair. Yeah, I understand why Adrian might turn her down. So the sunflower field is coming along nicely over here. Looks like it's not necessarily all plantable over there, so I might want to move those later. So how impressive is my temple now? Decent. It's gonna need flooring, I guess. How much limestone would it take to fill that temple? Probably more than 40 blocks, but we can try. $224. That's gonna be a few more blocks, but hey, 228 in fact. The perfect army as a supremacist raider society. At some point, I'm gonna need to expand this colony with more people. So I hope Glenn at some point is interested in joining us, because apparently there is already too much to do for the people that I have. I was a little bit too ambitious with starting a bee farm with 5 bees and 2 boomalopes. Oh, speaking of that, we have 1 male boomalope. We need a female boomalope as well. So which one? This one, age 6. Yeah, sounds good. Tame. Let's hope he doesn't get one blown up again. Now, as Arian said earlier, it is a Monday tomorrow, which means that we all have placing to go. Oh, visitors. How many? 5. Oh, I don't have enough beds. I should really quickly build another. Do I have enough wood for that? I don't think so. Let's cram a bunch of beds in there. This one can go in here. And we build another bed over there, then we should have enough of them. See, this is why generally speaking, I like to build my bases in mountains. Oh, what's that? A bed. Oh, thank you. That makes life much easier. Okay, install this sandstone bed. Wow, good quality too. Oh, they're gonna go poop first. Oh no. They just wanted to hang out in the showers. Inspect the facilities a bit. I get it. Oh, 2 of them are going to be sleeping in the same bed. That is good. I can just do with only the sandstone bed. How about, Verity, you go and install that bed real quick. I don't know if you're my builder, but somebody needs to do it. That must be heavy. This is a guest bed, and it will cost you 10 gold to live in there for a bit. Where are my guests? 1 bee still needs to be tamed. Alright, it's time we start building extra cabins, just in case. So what I was going to say earlier was, hey, tomorrow is a Monday, so I should probably not be streaming for too long today because blah 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 blah. I'm gonna outline the cabins for now, and then I'm gonna find us somebody to raid so that we can close today on the relatively high note of not having gotten killed too much, at least, and not actually having killed anybody as well. Which is, of course, what the angels would prefer, to not kill people. What was I doing? Why is Honorius the farmer sleeping in the bathroom? That is just not good. Can we save him somehow? No, but we can clean out the vomit. Yuck. Oh, good. At some point we're going to be building a wind turbine. That's nice. Let's make sure that it's on stable ground. Don't know where we're going to get the iron, but whatever. Steel, that's what it's called. So Glenn, have you joined us yet? No, still part of the perfect army. And these guys are loyalists. Okay. Well, next time I come back online, I'm not sure if I'm going to be continuing with the angels. They seem to be nice, but the problem with Rimworld is that it's not really about being nice. I mean, I also started a playthrough relatively shortly ago with a vampire and a mechanitor that landed together. And they were doing a pretty good job of enslaving the world and ruling by using robots, which just sort of worked for me. I'm going to see if we can do something like that. Now, first of all, this needs to be replanted so that it doesn't die. Just making sure nothing weird happens there. Somebody still needs to tame that wild woman so that we can have somebody to haul and clean. And I need to mark some stuff as home so that it doesn't get overlooked in terms of cleaning and stuff. Alright, and on that bombshell, I'm going to find us somebody to raid. See if we can find somebody who's streaming this game as well, or is there a popular vote for me to find somebody who is streaming something else? Not immediately hearing anybody say, find us something else, so I'm going to see what I can find for you. It looks like Disnov is doing Rimworld right now with quite a few viewers. So, how about we go raid him? I think he's got something going on with zombies in it. Not entirely sure. Let's see what Radamant is doing. He's definitely got zombies. That is actually a nice mod that I want to play at some point too. So how about we go raid him? Definitely got some more violence to it than my stream does have today. Alright, here we go. Alright, anybody still watching me? Have a great evening. See you again soon. I'm gonna go watch Radamant for just a sec and then see you guys sometime soon again. Goodbye.